Hiya, so I realised I haven't done a video in quite a while, so I'm sorry about that. I think the last video I put out was kind of around the beginning of November. I think that was the IKEA Christmas winter haul that I put up. I'm just having a coffee now with my don't let the muggles get you down, my Harry Potter mug. So I thought I'd have a cup of coffee and just sit down and have a chat with you all and just a brief catch up as to what I've been doing and why I haven't been on for so long. It's not that I haven't been anywhere or done anything. I've done lots. I just haven't got round to putting the videos up. Christmas has kind of taken over and trying to get all the Christmas stuff sorted and work and animals and car problems and kids stuff at school going on. It's just been a bit of a manic time, to be honest, so that's probably why I haven't put a video up in about over a month now. I've just realised this is probably the first video where I've actually changed the colour of my hair. I've gone pink now. I think I was turquoise before, so yeah, this is the first video I've done, so quite a long time. So I'll crack on and I'll just go through. This is going to be kind of a recap of what I've done. I did a lot of stuff kind of October for Halloween and stuff, so I'll go over like some of the places. I didn't manage to get the videos up in time. Put your comments down below if you still want to see the videos. If I can, I'll try and get them done for you and I'll still put them up, but as it's kind of now December, I thought it's a little bit yesterday's news if I put them up now in like December when it's Christmas and all that. So first place we went in October was these Halloween nights. It was at the Black Country Living Museum. That is in the Black Country. They've just started to do these like fright nights, which was really good, if you could see there. It was on for the whole week of half term. It was really good. It was all around the Black Country Museum, so they opened all the little like houses up and decorated them in spooky things, and they had all the staff dressed up in period costume. It was really good, and it was a safe environment for kids to go trick-or-treating as well, because there was loads and loads of families there. It was absolutely packed out. It's quite a big site there. You can see all the locations with little pumpkins dotted around there. It was really good. It was quite a good night as well. It started around about 6 o'clock and it finished around 10. So some of these things are only on for like an hour or 2 hours or something. Yeah, 6:30 till 10 it was on, and it was on from the 26th of October till the 31st of October. I think we went kind of the day before Halloween. I think it was a little bit, I think it was about £12 for adults and then about £9 for children, but it was quite a few hours. So they had the baker's shop that was selling like spooky bakery and all that. They had a sweet shop, they had hot drinks, the hog roast was really nice, and the bread rolls were black, they'd coloured with charcoal, and they were really black. I said to the lady, I said, oh, are those rye bread rolls? And she said, no, we've just coloured them with charcoal to look a bit spooky for Halloween. But they were absolutely delicious with the like pulled pork and applesauce. And they had lots of other things. They had a Dracula's Drinks Bar, fairground sweets and refreshments. The fairground was open. It was a little bit freaky. It was like a Victorian fairground, so it's really atmospheric. It was really good. They had hot chocolate. So there was plenty of places to like eat and drink while you were there. The fish and chip shop was still open. That was really busy. Couldn't get into there. So they had a fancy dress parade. They had a magic show, ghoulish face painting, and they had some spooky like creatures in one of the schoolroom there as well, like snakes and tarantulas and African snails and stuff like that. They had a birds of prey display as well, street performers trying to scare you as you walk through, and then Halloween Tales. And the best thing was the mine was open, so we did that last, and it was a spooky mine, so they had all these jump scares. You walked in, you did have to wear a hard hat as well, because some of the ceilings are like really low. You do have to bend over double, like when you're walking through, sometimes it's quite narrow. So we went through in like groups of 4 or 5, and luckily we went through, because there was only the 3 of us, we went through with this other family of 3, so we made them go in front. But it was really, really good. It wasn't as spooky as the Warwick Castle experience that we went to last year. It wasn't as scary as that. The jump scares are quite kind of tame, but it was really good, atmospheric, and yeah, I would definitely say it was worth the money. So that was really good. So we went to that about the 30th of October. And then the other thing, the main thing I wanted to talk to you about was the we went to, some of you might or might not know that I had tickets booked to go to the Halloween magic event at the Draig-Con, the independent Harry Potter convention back in October. I think that was the 28th of October. In Manchester at the Victoria Warehouse. They did have one in July, which sold out really quickly, so they did one for October, so we went to that one, and that was really good. That's the first Harry Potter convention or Comic-Con like thing. I haven't been to any of those before, so I went to this one and it was really, really good. I would say that if you haven't been to any kind of convention before, then this one is a really good one to start off with. It was nearly all in the one location. It was a massive like Victorian warehouse with various floors. It was really, really big. Even though it was busy, it didn't feel like really packed out. There was always room to move around. The queues were never that long that you had to wait like an hour or anything. It was quite quiet on the Sunday when we went, but still busy enough. The Q&As were really, really good by the actors, and yeah, it was really good. They had potions classes, magic lessons. They had magical creatures as well. That was in a slightly different location. They had like owls and snakes and creatures that you would associate like with Forbidden Forest and stuff. It was really good. You got 3 free autographs with your pass, and if you did pay for certain actors' autographs, it was £15, so it wasn't too bad. But it was really good. There was things throughout the day. It was on from like 10 o'clock in the morning till I think it was about 6 o'clock in the evening it finished. It was busy all day long. There was like a magical market upstairs on the top floor where they had masses of stalls to buy Harry Potter merchandise, which I didn't buy a lot because I've already got lots. They had a cosplay section and a cosplay competition right at the end, which were really good. And they had owls that you could have your photo taken with as well up there. So yeah, it was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. Really fun day. My daughter dressed up as Hermione in her robes with her wand. It was really, really good. I have to say that all the actors that were published that they were going to be there actually were there on the day, which is brilliant. The only actor that cancelled kind of last minute was Jacob Kowalski, is that how you say his last name? I'm not too sure. Out of Fantastic Beasts, he cancelled kind of last minute. But to be honest, it was disappointing, but I can't say I was that surprised, seeing as Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald were out like 2 weeks later. I'm surprised that, I would have been surprised if he had been there anyway with all the press and photos and things, conferences he has to attend and stuff. So, but apart from him, everyone else turned up. They're all really lovely, friendly. Got quite a few autographs. So when you went in, I've put everything in this folder to keep it all together. The only thing I couldn't find was the Draig-Con Times, which was like the newspaper you got given, and it kind of told you about the events that were going on, the actors that were there, some of their like history, how they got into acting, what things they've been in since, the characters they played. So you got this like little Draig-Con lanyard when you went in, and then this little VIP pass. This wasn't the VIP pass actually, this was just a normal ticket at the Victoria Warehouse. And then, sorry, you got 2 free autographs. I thought it was 3, but it was 2. But it's still pretty good actually. So you got that, you got the newspaper when you went in. And then the only photo that I paid for was the Victor Crumb photo there. Those were £15, but they're quite nice because they're professional photographs and they're already framed. So that was me and my daughter with Stanislav Yanavsky, I think his name is. Forgive me if it's wrong pronunciation, but he was really friendly, he was lovely. And then we met, my daughter got James Payton's autograph there. I must admit he was one of the few that did the free autographs, and his queue was like out the door and the queue was still there like when it finished, and he stopped and talked to people for, I'm not joking you, about 20 minutes each. So I'm not surprised the queue was like but he wasn't bothered, he just took the time to talk to you. He was such a nice person, so funny. The other person we got was the young Sirius Black as well. Rohan Gotobed, I think his name is. I think I've pronounced that right. He's there. The other person we got was the Fat Friar was there too. So we got his autograph as well. And then I think I got the same kind of autographs as well as my daughter did. And then the only different one I think we got was Richard Strange, who played the tall guy there, that played one of the Death Eaters. So he turned out to be really nice. He put, with love from a real life Death Eater, Richard. So they're all really, really nice. The nice thing about it was I really enjoyed the, there was 3 Q&A sessions during the day. So it was like the 3 dads went on first, and it was James Payton, it was Frank Longbottom, Harry Potter's dad, and Cedric Diggory's dad went on stage together. So they did the first like Q&A session, you could ask questions after. And then the second Q&A session, kind of in the middle of the day, was the Gryffindor Boys in Burgundy or something. And it was Oliver Wood, it was, oh God, I can't remember the name now. Colin Creevey, Percy Weasley. I'm just doing their character names because I can't remember their other names. So yeah, they were really, really good. And my camera's gone really dark all of a sudden. I'm not sure why. It's playing up a little bit. Yeah, so it was the Boys in Burgundy. And then the last session, kind of towards the end of the day, was the Slytherin. So it was Blaise, and it was Victor Crumb, and who's the other one? Richard Strange, Death Eater. Yeah. So yeah, it was really, really good, and it was nice to hear like their experiences on the set of Harry Potter, and you know, the just amazing success that Harry Potter still has today, and how still the fan base is so gigantic like it was back then, and they just can't get over how like over 20 years later they're still going back and giving autographs and being spotted in the street as that Harry Potter character, in when they've done so much more, but they're still known for that one Harry Potter character, even though it might have been just a bit part. But you know, to them it was like an everyday job. They were just going into work, but they had no idea that it was going to be so big. So that was really interesting. So the only things I bought from there, from the Magical Market, was these lovely campfire marshmallow wax melts that I got from this little candle stall. They smell absolutely beautiful. They're quite smoky, like a campfire, and then in the shape of like, there's 4 in here. I didn't think it was too bad because they were like $4.50, and I haven't opened them yet because I wanted to do a video on them, but they're in the shape of these cute little pumpkins, and they smell absolutely gorgeous. They're in the shape of those. They're so cute. So I bought those. They were like $4.50 for 4. And then the only other little thing was I couldn't resist the potion stand where they had all these little luminous that shine in the dark potion bottles. So I thought they were really cute. So I just got one of those, necklace. And it still like really glows in the dark at night. I can see it on my dresser glowing in the dark, this little potion bottle. So they had loads and loads of those, but I just got the one, and that was £5 on this like leather thong. So yeah, that's all I got from Draig-Con. They are doing another next year. I think it's going to be like the beginning of July. I think the tickets are on sale for that already. So the other thing we visited while we were in Manchester was this really interesting house, Ordsall Hall and Gardens. So it's really deceptive. It's right in the middle of Manchester now, and it's got all like residential like houses built all around it, but the architecture is absolutely beautiful. It's free entry to get in as well. It does weddings, half term it does like kids clubs and stuff, it does school parties. It's absolutely beautiful. That's the it's over 500 years old. It's like Jacobean, one part of it. They've done it all up. As you can see there, the Great Hall, it's absolutely beautiful, the beams. That was one of the bedrooms. It is supposed to be haunted, and they do have a 24-hour ghost cam there. That's all about their ghosts there. The Ordsall Hall is believed by many to be haunted. So watch out for the White Lady on your visit, and take a look at our spooky ghost cams on our website. They do have regular ghost investigations at the hall as well. I got a little book. Well, I got 2 books for Christmas for my nephews. They won like a lottery grant, and someone wrote a book. I think it's called Ordsall Hall and the White Lady or something like that. They might still have it on if you go onto their website. I'm not sure. But I bought 2 for Christmas to give to my nephews because I thought that was it's a lovely little story, and it was really nicely illustrated. It's all about Ordsall Hall and this little boy's visit there. He goes with his mom and he thinks, oh, it's a really boring house. So he goes along, and then he goes around the rooms and he meets all these different ghosts, which is a really fun story. And it's something like only £2.99. It was so reasonable. And the only thing I bought was this like mood ring there, which is really pretty, which was like £2.50. We went, it was Halloween, so it was all decorated out in Halloween and cobwebs and lovely. We had 2 gorgeous cakes in the cafe there, which were all spookily decorated. Absolutely beautiful cafe there as well. So yeah, definitely give this a check out. There's another the picture of the house there. It's all black and white timbered building. It's got lovely herb gardens there. It's really, really nice, and it's free to get in. There's not many places that are free to get in now, but it's a lovely day out for kids there as well. It's got its own car park and everything. It's really good. So yeah, so anyway, that is 3 places that I visited. That's just a brief little catch up. I thought I'd come on and do this video because I don't get a lot of time at the moment. I don't have a lot of time off over Christmas or New Year or anything. I just work the whole way through, so that is the nature of my job. So anyway, give me any comments if you went to Draig-Con or if you visited any of these places. What plans have you got for Christmas, or what spooky things, any ideas for next Halloween or anything. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you would like, and I will see you next time. Bye.